You should have come in June. It's clear in June. Tom Parham said June's when you took the pictures for the website, wasn't it? I finally spoke up and said, Sparky, is it going to be like this all 8 days? And he said, well, Jeannie, I could lie to you. Left brain standing right behind me said, if somebody hadn't lied to me, I wouldn't be on this.
We are here with Jeanne Robertson. And girl, we didn't want to come sit down because we were just enjoying.
But I want to meet y'all more.
I know it.
She's going to interpret from y'all. She's from Virginia.
Yes.
That's right.
She can need, we call it the Miss America pageant.
Oh, that's
you in the Miss USA?
the Miss USA pageant.
Okay.
She was Miss Virginia, and yes.
I got that.
Jeannie, I'm curious, do you have kids?
I have a grown-up son. I have 2 grown grandsons.
And what do they all think about?
I've done this their entire lives. They don't, I mean, they know no difference. This is the thing. They learn to cook for themselves. They learn to eat by themselves and this kind of thing. And left brains, poor left brain, I'm on an 8-day swing
Is this your
right
husband?
now.
Left brain
left
is your-
brain. Oh.
You don't call him by his name?
No, his name is Left Brain because he is left brain. Now, this is not male bashing, but I say that. But there are a few more men, but there's the 2 different ways of thinking. I have women friends who are decidedly left brain. They just, you say funny things and they go, duh, and they don't get any of it. Left brain doesn't get much of it either, but he has a doctorate degree. He's very smart. I don't care how many diplomas you frame and slap up on a wall. When you have a left brain, it will kick in on you.
That's right. It's common sense.
It's absolutely common sense.
Does he think you're funny?
In a left brain sort of a way.
Like, does he go,
No, and I never again will ask him, is this piece of material funny? Because I left him a story. I said, just tell me if this is funny. All I need to know. I get a cup of coffee and come back, and I'm waiting outside. He shut the door. And finally, I just opened the door and said, is it funny or not? And he said, I haven't read it for funny. I'm trying to get these commas corrected. This is and that's the way he thinks. You know, let's get it correct, and then I'll go back and read it and see if it's funny. But I love him to death. I wouldn't talk about him if it hurt his feelings, but
have you all
he's
wrestled?
not in Texas. Even though I'm on television.
All right, but has he ever said to you, why don't you stay home more? Why do you want to do this?
You do not have to have a spouse or a partner, but if you have one, they have to be supportive of what you do, or it doesn't work. He has never said to me, I had a woman say to me at a banquet, what do you do on the mornings when he says he needs you to stay home, he's got some things for you to do? And I said, I don't even understand the question. What are you talking about? Stay home. Once you've signed a contract, what are you talking about? He has never said to me, he's only said, do this until you get tired of it.
That's what my husband says. That's what my husband says.
That's good. And he knows I'm happier doing this. And if I stayed home, I would have to cook or clean or do those things, and I don't
That's
want to
right.
do those at all. I leave some lean cuisines in the refrigerator.
It's kind of like it's like 2 lives shared instead of 2 people being one person.
Right.
I'm sorry, Pat.
No, I was just going to ask, what, because I know, Susie, you've seen it. Look at me, my voice is leaving.
It's your allergies.
Is that what it is? Allergies are terrible. But what can people get from your show? Because obviously, a lot of humor, good laughs.
Well, I
Is there a
don't tell
message?
any jokes. I tell, what I want the people in the audience to do is say, she has been in my house. When she's describing this, that same thing happened in my house. We paint pictures with words, don't we, Susie? And then I
Your
like
own
to also
pictures.
say, I tell my stories. You would never use somebody else's. And I say, you can bring your mama, and you can bring your teenagers, and you don't have to explain stuff going home. And it's I have to say it's drop dead funny. You work very hard to get the right words, and you just watch people. There's no telling the piece of material I'll get from being on this show.
Does it change? When you get out on stage, you might have a plan for how it's going to go, but then you see how the audience reacts and you change the message?
Especially if you do convention speaking, which Susie knows, because they may tell you that they are a certain age. You walk out and you say, no, they're not. They're not. These are totally different. Or if you tell a piece of material and it doesn't go over, say, okay, they would like this. And you switch, and that's why you have to create a lot of material. I'm on my bandstand. You have to have a lot of material so that you can switch. I have 7 DVDs and CDs. So this is my 3rd time in 3 years back to Dallas.
Wow.
And I can't repeat a story. I mean, myself, I don't want to repeat a story.
Well, how
it's
do you,
very
but
motivational
do
when
you
you
make a
talk about
list of stories that you told? Like when you get
Well,
through?
when it comes to that, I'm very left brain. I'm the one that keeps the words. But what you want people to do is, I have also found out when I started doing the theater shows a few years ago, people said, just go out and be funny, just go out and be funny. I found out I could not. After all these years of having something that they left with, I just couldn't do that. So I do have a small point in there, but people leave saying, we got it.
What
we
will the
got it.
point be in
Look
your
for the
show at the
humor every
Majestic?
day. And then, and your friends, your family, then I can just go and tell all these stories, but I'm reminding them, if they don't see, and everybody here at turning into a speaker, if you don't see the humor around you every day, it's not because it's not happening, you're just not looking for it.
and you're taking yourself too seriously.
Oh, absolutely, and the people around you. And you can influence everybody, you can teach your children. They're just humor. Now, let me make sure you understand. On one hand, we have comedy. That's a talent. It's a comedic talent. I know a lot of funny people who do not have a sense of humor. On the other hand, you have a sense of humor. It is an approach toward working with people every day and enjoying life. And that can be developed, and you can bring it back, and you can just wrap it on up. So I am back in Dallas with no new stories Wednesday, Sunday night.
When you
I was
come
gonna
again, when you
say.
come back to Dallas, will you come back with
I
us?
will. I'll have to make note of which suit I had on.
We'll remember for
wait a
you.
minute.
Are they all?
Along with the 2 of you, we look like little.
Are all the suits St. John?
No, not anymore.
Oh, not anymore.
Okay, we got to wrap up and get in trouble. You all can see Jeanne this Sunday at the Majestic Theater in Dallas.